Hey, what's up, my people? How you doing? My name is Dalton, and this is my channel. Now, I want to say what's up to my subscribers, my existing and new subscribers, and all my viewers. Okay, I ask you to give this video or any of my videos you like a thumbs up. I ask you to subscribe if you like to. All right, I ask you to share it, and I welcome your realistic, respectful comments. All right, now this particular video, people have been asking me, some people on YouTube, but mainly people I've been interacting with have been asking me about this fight between Elon Musk and MAGA. You know, make America great again. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you my opinion, which I might end up losing some subscribers and viewers when I say this, okay? But you know, I'll always try to do my best to be real with you, tell you the truth, how I see it, okay? I'm almost 60 years old, okay? I'll be 60 in April. And I can tell you, what a lot of the younger people don't realize what's going on is has happened before. Basically, in short, the fight between Elon Musk and his partner in the government and these visas, H1 visas, and the MAGA. Okay, it is basically white people, Caucasians, a sector of white people, Caucasians, fighting against other white people, Caucasians. And really the outcome, and they're asking for like 80,000 visas, okay? And really the outcome really isn't going to affect minorities directly. The only way that it's going to affect minorities is that some of the jobs, they tried to tell you that they're trying to get the GOAT of engineering, okay? And if you don't know what GOAT, G-O-A-T means, basically is the greatest of all time engineering people from overseas. The focus is on what you call it, mainly East India, okay, but it's not just East India, it's Africa too, and other regions that's not America, okay? And they're trying to get the most visas they can, and I believe they're going to succeed, because recently Trump chimed in and said that he's on side of Elon Musk. And I already told you Elon Musk is an unelected shadow president, and Trump is the elected president. So there's a couple things I want to touch base on this. This is a faction of Caucasian white people, and it involves East Indians, yes. But this is a Caucasian of white people that are in the tech industry and other industries as well, especially in the tech industry, fighting against MAGA. Now, everybody in MAGA is not racist, but a lot of people in MAGA is racist, okay? I met some of them, they are hardcore racists. If they could bring back slavery again, they would. And I'm not joking. I've spoken to some of them. Some of them are just hardcore conservatives. They're not racist, okay? But the others I've spoke to are straight up hidden Aryan race type people. And when they say they want the best for America, they're talking about they want the best for their for their white male, white female, and white children. That's America they're talking about. What they hate about Elon Musk is he's forcing them to come out of the closet and say that they don't want anybody of color, whether it's from other countries or from our country, that's not white, Caucasian, pure blood, as some of them say, to have these opportunities. They want to take America back for white. And Elon Musk is bringing this out into open, and that's one of the reasons they really, and they have literally said it. Some of the people from MAGA have said it, in their texts on Twitter and stuff like that. And that's one reason that they're really pissed off at Elon Musk, because honestly, they didn't want, they sugarcoated it, but they didn't want visas going out to any country. And Trump has said this when he was president, that's not European, white. Okay? That's what he wanted his visas to go to. Now, this has been in plan for a long time. I created a video about this, and I told you all that Microsoft is still, who the CEO of Microsoft right now, the head, since Bill Gates stepped down, is East Indian. And he openly, before all this happened last year, he openly said that he's going to take money and from Microsoft earnings and train 1 million untrained East Indian people and get them certifications in AI, okay, and other highly paid tech jobs this year in 2025. He said that. So what they're debating about has already been in the works. He stated that, and I showed you articles of him saying that. And this is the guy, head of Microsoft right now, who is East India. He did not say that he's going to also help 1 million Americans. No, he's strictly focused on East India. All right, so you could see the big picture now. Okay, this has been in the works. And what a lot of people are upset about is that a lot of these jobs that these visas are going to go to, there's only so many jobs in engineering, okay? So a lot of these other jobs are going to go to jobs in which actual trained and untrained Americans could do. And that is coding. But that's the grunt work. That's the very bottom line. Like when I worked for Apple, okay, I was tier 1. Tier 1 is the first line of defense, but it's the very bottom line of tech support, okay? Tier 2 goes on, and then you get to engineering. Tier 3, where they send all the bugs and stuff. Tier 2 send all the bugs, okay? So you get the idea. So basically, what's going on here is really a fight between one group of Caucasians against another group of Caucasians, okay? And that's just one of many conflicts that they're going to have. But it really doesn't involve Afro-Americans. Now, don't get me wrong, there's Afro-Americans in MAGA group, okay? But it's like, you got 3 chocolate chips and a pound of sugar. And, this is America. You could join whatever group you want to. That's fine. But that's really kind of what's going on. And Elon Musk is forcing them to actually admit and say, I'm talking about the streamers of the MAGA group, say that they want America to be all white and get rid of not just illegal immigrants. They want them to get rid of legal immigrants that are not white. They want visas to go to European white, okay, and the jobs to go to white men, white women, and their white children. That's what they want. And that's what the fight is about. So, when you hear all about this, that's what's going on. Okay, and this is going to be a long video. Okay, now number two, it kind of coincides. There's been a lot of Afro-American women coming up to me blaming Afro-American men for Trump winning, saying Afro-American men, because, you know, since slave days, this is part of the training, and if you don't know, it's always been train Afro-American women to blame Afro-American men, even if they had no control over the situation. You know? So, what's new? Afro-American men has always, you know, been the bunt, okay? You can have terrorism, you can have war going on, but the news will always find some type of Afro-American man to put up, say they did this crime or they did that crime. I'm not saying that this particular Afro-American man or woman didn't do the crime, but if you really think United States don't have Caucasian, Latino, anyone else like that doing the crime, but nevertheless, they do seek out the ones done by Afro-American men and women, because that's suspected, okay? Now, if you look at the graph that I'm showing you, okay, on the video, you'll see right there that Afro-American men voted for Harris more than Afro-American women. And definitely way more than Latin men and women. Okay, they voted for Harris. All right, only 20% at the most of Afro-American men in America voted for Trump. So don't come to me, as some of them have, you know, other brothers talking about you. No, you're just going back to the slave man mentality that you were trained to blame the black man. You know, that was part of the training. Okay, and if you don't believe me, if you look and you search for rare books, there's documentation of how to keep your slave and how to keep your slave business booming and how to keep your slaves under control. There's still books about that were written, okay, and people bought them, okay, because slavery was a business. The reason they want these visas is because majority of people that get these visas, whether they're doing grunt work like coding, which can easily be taught by America, or they're doing engineering or even janitorial. The reason they want them because when they have people, they can hire them for less money, okay? They can mistreat them, and their employees can't quit when they're being done wrong, okay? And they're not part of a union. Yeah, they can't quit because their job is connected to the visas. You can see what I'm saying? So if they get fired or quit, then their visas get revoked. So it's cheap labor. It's not slavery, so don't say it's slavery. They get they get paid less than Americans would, but they get paid good. That's what the argument's about. They don't get paid no chump change, okay? Nevertheless, they're kind of handcuffed to a certain degree because if they complain too much, if they quit, if they got fired because of abuse, they get sent back. So now, that's my opinion about it. Now you know. And, you know, if you want to unsubscribe, go ahead. Okay, but the facts are the facts, and you'll hear more and more about it in the future. Okay, because this is what's really going on, and what's going to be going on is a fight between Caucasians like Elon Musk that are capitalists against Caucasians that are part of the MAGA movement that are not. But the MAGA movement when they say, and Elon Musk is forcing them to say this, and which is pissing them off, that when MAGA movement says for America, they're not talking about any other race for anybody except white. I don't care if you're white, you tattooed up and down, they're talking about you. They want it best for you. But if you any other color than Caucasian or white, they're not talking about you when they say America. Okay? And there's videos right now where many Afro-Americans as part of MAGA has been told by MAGA that they were just a vote. They were using them just for a vote to get their way. That's all they were to them. Nothing else. A good ex-slave. Alright, so I guess I'll wrap to y'all later. Y'all stay safe out there. Happy New Year's. This is 1/1/2025. This is Dalton. I'm signing off. Peace.